What is electioneering?
Electioneering is simply another word for campaigning. Electioneering includes handing out pamphlets, talking to voters about a candidate or an issue, wearing t-shirts or signage or hats on your body that support a particular issue, and it's not allowed within 75 feet of a vote center. And that is marked by a sign at every single one of our locations. It's important when people go into a vote center that they know they can do so without pressure. Electioneering is allowed through federal and state statute. However, there are times when a vote center may not want to participate in electioneering at their site. At locations.maricopa.vote, you are able to pull up each individual location. It will tell you if electioneering is not allowed. There is also a list, so if you want to plan out your day on election day, you can take a look at that list and determine where the best spots are for you to conduct this activity.
When will vote centers open for the July primary election?
We will have 12 vote centers that open up 28 days prior to Election Day. And throughout the month, we will continue to open batches of vote centers. We have a lot of equipment and technology that is required to be delivered and set up in advance of a vote center. We have to open things in a phased approach so that we can ensure that every vote center is up and working properly prior to voters visiting. Maricopa County has a Vote Anywhere vote center model. This means that you can go to any vote center around the county, regardless of where you live. It is expected to have 220 vote centers, so voters across Maricopa County will be able to visit any one of these sites and cast their vote.
What is the difference between voting early in person and voting in person on Election Day?
Maricopa County has a lot of different ways that individuals can vote. And if you vote early and you go to one of our vote centers prior to Election Day, you will be provided your ballot. You can visit any vote center in Maricopa County, fill out that ballot. It will be placed in an envelope, and that ballot is brought back here to our tabulation center to be counted. If you vote on Election Day, Maricopa County is lucky to have on-site tabulators. Not all counties in Arizona have this. And so once you vote your ballot, you will walk right over to a tabulator and you will put your ballot into the tabulator and it will be counted right there on site.
When will we know the results of the primary election?
We have a lot of processes that we have to do to ensure that only legal votes are counted. We do an initial release of results at 8 p.m. and those are all the early ballots that have come in prior to Election Day, prior to the weekend before Election Day. On Election Day, we will have the results from everybody who has voted in person and tabulated their ballots at the vote center, but there are also a lot of individuals who will be dropping off early ballots on Election Day. And so we go through and we make sure that those ballots have the correct signature. We have to ensure that there is not damage and that it is the correct ballot, and then those ballots are ready to be tabulated. So that can take some time. If you'd like for us to be able to move more quickly, dropping off your ballot the Friday before Election Day is really key. Here in Arizona, though, we are expecting some recounts in these upcoming elections. And so once the board canvasses our results, we will most likely have to do a recount per state statute.